Morally upright leaders. This is another feature which is common in all progressing nations, nations which are corruption free and are making progress. Leadership inspires the masses. It leads the way. They are the role models. And therefore, when they are morally upright, speaking the truth, abiding by the law, doing things which are decent, good, desirable, and then there is a trickle-down effect, as I said earlier, and the common man is also influenced by their behavior. So this happens to be one important feature of all countries that are corruption-free or have very little corruption. One feature of all of them is, well, in most cases at least, that if they do anything wrong, they admit, and in some cases resign as well. There is criticism on the leadership, and if the crime or the evil is proved, they admit and they resign. It is not necessary that the ones who are doing it are exceptionally good humans. But as leaders, they behave like morally upright individuals. They have no choice. The system is such that once they are caught, no matter what their support, no matter how popular they are otherwise, they're left with no choice. That's the legacy. That's the tradition. So when there is this confidence amongst masses that the people who are running the affairs of their country are the ones who are honest people. Okay, they may be doing a few things which are not acceptable in their private lives, but nobody knows about them. That is not made a subject of public discussion. Once an evil emerges in the eyes of the common man, then a discussion takes place, and if the judiciary is not taking action, well, the press, the media, they plays its role, and the person who is guilty of doing something wrong, who is at the leadership level of the society, he has to respond. And in most cases, if it is proved beyond doubt that something wrong was done, then they admit, they confess, and they at times resign or seek forgiveness. And this mind is cleared of this misunderstanding that you can be corrupt as well as lead people. This understanding that corruption can go scot-free is what causes the nations to become corrupt. If I have the confidence that if I'll do something wrong, I can still get away with it, then obviously evil things have their own glamour, their own attraction. People have a tendency then to do things that are wrong. But if there is this lingering fear that if anything wrong is going to be done, it's not going to remain unchecked, and there's going to be penalty, punishment inflicted, that is what makes people abide by the law and be ethically upright. And that is what the good leadership of these morally upright nations do. And this is because of this principle which Islam has mentioned over and over again, that nobody is above law, is what is followed by these countries. Unfortunately, at the moment, none of which is a Muslim majority country. But then their behavior is, their attitude is that of people who are morally upright, as if they are following the law of the Almighty in its true spirit. So if a country aspires to become a progressing country, developed country, and corruption-free, then it's imperative that its leaders should show the way.